brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Bills first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Hilton. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now Allen again. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Perry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll run for it with Michel. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Patriots 14, Bills 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minshew, first and 10. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
35-yard line.
Now Minshew. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check, 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 check.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Go. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.Y. Hilton. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
It's a gain of
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Patriots 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
48-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. And, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Number 81.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Now Michelle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Allen now on 1st down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain
25 yards that time.
First down, Buffalo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that one goes goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got in as he threw it. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Today's final score, Bills.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10.